Now, it's important to understand that those who fly solo have stronger wings and they fly faster. Yes, indeed. People who fly solo, okay, build stronger wings and they fly faster. So what's the meaning of what I'm trying to say? When you walk solo, you walk better and you walk faster, okay? They said you want to go far, you need to travel light, and that is very, very important. Now, a lot of people may want to argue, and people will say, why do you say if you walk or fly solo, you build stronger wings? How about, depending on other people for help? That is completely different. If there's one thing I encourage people, always seek help when you need help. Know when you need help and know how to seek help from other people. I don't know that we live in a world where even when you need help, a lot of people will not want to grant it. But there are so many people who are willing to help. That is not what we are talking about. The topic for today is completely different. Those who fly solo, build stronger wings. Now, why is it so? It is so because we live in a world where people think they have a right to speak into your life, and people think that when they speak into your life, you must, take what they have told you and run with it. Whatever reason has given a lot of people that kind of thought process is what I don't know, but that is what a lot of people think. Now, flying solo helps you, take away that need for, dependence on validation. One of the biggest problems that we have is that we want to be validated. And because we want to be validated, we put a lot of, our personal information out there so that people will use that information to grant us the validation that we seek. Now, when you fly solo, you could care less whether anybody validates you or not. You have your goal. You have them written out in plain sheet. You're working towards achieving them. You know where to seek help when you need help. And you're flying solo, you are moving. You understand in the back of your mind that life is all about complementing each other. That part of your life is not taken out of your life. You do understand that for you to achieve certain things in your life, you must work with other people. That stays. But what flying solo is doing your own thing, knowing that you cannot run your personal destiny upon the faith and experiences of other people, knowing that you have a right to make decisions based on what is in your best interest. You have a right to do what you want to do, because life indeed is a personal race. Welcome back to the Mindset Mentor podcast with Anoso. I am your host. Flying solo also means that, you understand that people cannot hurt you except with the information that you make available to them. Now, the information that people use to hurt you comes from you as an individual. There are so many things that people have no business to know about you, but you put it out there. And why do you put it out there? You put it out there because you seek validation. You put it out there because you want them to use that information to give you that validation in which you seek. Now, flying solo, like I said earlier, takes away, dependency on validation from your life. You don't care what anybody thinks, what they perceive, whatever they do about you with your name is not your reality, because you have no control over what people say about you. What you have control over is what you think and how you handle what you know that is being said about you out there. Now, and I'm going to give you just 3 points, all 4 points, on, how you can grow faster and become bigger just by flying solo. Now, flying solo helps you discover the power of solitude. Now, solitude helps you think. Solitude helps you, reevaluate your life, your thought, your belief, and, the system that drives your belief. Now, sometimes it's very important to be ill-disposed to friendship, be ill-disposed to all the pleasures of life, and, get to that point where you stay on your own. you begin to reevaluate your life. You reevaluate your performances. If you have a goal, you want to, evaluate your performance. Like I said earlier, they believe that led to that performance, that level of performance, and all of that. And then at times like this, those quiet times of solitude, you are able to, get a better game plan of your life, of how you want to achieve your goal. Even though it seems very impossible, you are able, in that time of, quietness, you are able to think of a way through some of the challenges that is hindering the achievement of your goal. That is the power of solitude. And the power of solitude works when you fly solo. Solitude doesn't work when you have all the friends in the world calling you. You're more busy than, MTN helpline or, mobile helpline. You're more busy, everybody and all of that. And so let me tell you one thing that does again for you is that when you fly solo, you make fundamental decisions concerning your life on your own without even minding what anybody thinks. The reason is that if you don't care what they think about you, why should you care if you make the next step of your life? Because the information is not out there. People may say whatever they want to say or do whatever they want to do with your name is not your reality, because you know the information that you have and you are the only one who have those information. I have seen young women who, because of friends, they refuse to say yes to a particular man who proposed. A blessing that had come in disguise. They could not evaluate, they could not see that was a blessing in disguise. They refused to say yes. Now, why? Yes, I am telling you, this is a practical example of what I am saying. Now, why did she say no to that proposition? She said no to that proposition because the man, does not fit into that big picture. A man with a big car, a big house, and all of that. The man was walking towards that direction. Now, when the man came, first of all, they started sizing his shoe, his trouser, the way he looked, and all of that. That was the first thing that came to the table. Now, if you are walking solo, you will be able to ask yourself, you will be able to think through it. Is this what I really want? I may not get it 100%. What part of it am I ready to work on? Does it have at least 50% of what I would want from my man? If you're working alone, it's easier to make those kinds of decisions without people dragging you left, right, and center. Why would you want to marry this kind of man? Why would you want to be with this kind of person? And all of that. Now, this is what, working solo brings to you. You're able to make fundamental decisions without minding what anyone has got to say, because you could care less what they say. It is your decision. It is your life, and you do what you think is in your best interest. And the power of solitude helps you to reevaluate your life, to, develop a powerful game plan on the way forward in your life. Now I'm going to bring you for the second point, okay? Now, resilience through adversity. Now, do you know that when some things happen in your life, people, say a whole lot of stuff. They judge you. It is happening because of this. It is happening because of that. It is because of this. She didn't do that, or he didn't do this, and all of that. Now, if you are that crowd-oriented person with too many people around you, putting their mouth in what you're doing, thinking they have a right to speak into your life, to make decisions for you, to tell you what to do and what not to do, very difficult times become even more difficult, because a lot of people will come to you and tell you what people are saying out there, while you're not able to deal with this difficulty in your life in a way that would be healthy for your mental health. Now, when you walk solo or you fly solo, Even in difficult times, you understand that the rain falls on both the just and the unjust. You understand that these are all the what do you call, the hindrances that life is going to throw at you, and you are not alone in this. This is the dynamics of life. Everyone is fighting one battle of the other, and no matter how dark the cloud is, there will be a silver lining at the end of every dark cloud. Now, at the end of the day, you're able to deal with some of these very difficult situations by yourself. And by the time you come out of it, you're better, you're bigger, you're stronger, and you understand that you have the capacity to deal with whatever life throws at you. Now, breaking forth from, dependency. I talked about, validation. One of the biggest problems we have is that we depend on validation so much. They said I am not beautiful. They said I am not brilliant enough. They said I am not this, I am not that. They said my family does not have pedigree. And because my family does not have pedigree, I cannot get to where I want to get to. This ambition is too big for me because I have no pedigree and all of that. Now, when you fly solo, the reason why they say you develop stronger wings is because your inner dialogue becomes stronger. I do know that I come from the farm. I do know that I may not have pedigree. I do know that I may not have all the education in the world. I do know that I may not be as pretty as they want me to be. But what is important is that I know who I am. I know that I can get there. I can achieve my greatest goals in life. I can, transcend all difficulties in life. I can walk tall. I can stand strong. And I can be the best that I want to be. Or the best that I need to be. Now, what people say about you, their thought, their belief towards you, is not your reality. It doesn't mean anything to you. You are strong, you are confident. Have you seen people who are confident? Sometimes, some people are so intimidating. They get into a space, they intimidate everyone just because of their, persona, the way they come in and everything. These are people who have been able to build confidence. People who understand that the world will always talk. Because demand exceeds supply exceeds demand when it comes to talk in the world. People talk. And understanding that what people think is not your reality. And they are able to walk into a spot and you feel their presence. Because they command respect. They command honor. They think well about themselves. It's not all about what I'm wearing. It's not all about the jewelries. It's not all about the hair. It is who is in me as a person. Because I've been able to build myself. Because I have all that it takes. Now, flying solo helps you build, resilience. Flying solo helps you take away that need for validation. That dependency on validation. That will at the end of the day help you, make your decision, do whatever you want to do about your life without minding what anyone has got to say about it. Then the last point will be embracing authenticity. Now, if I don't have to explain to you where I went yesterday, what I did today, and how I did it, I know my goals. I'm working towards achieving my goals. I'm doing what I know is in my best interest. I'm working within the confines of the law of the country where I live. I am building myself. I am growing myself. I am strong. I am beautiful. I know that. And if I don't have to explain to you all of these things, why do I need to lie to you? I am who I am. An imperfect human being that was created with the love and the image of God. Why do I need to lie? I present my authentic self to you. I am the person that I have, grown to become. You love me, you like me, whatever you think about me, it's not my reality. Now, this happens to be the reason why flying solo helps to build stronger wings, because you live your life, you know what you want, you're confident, and you do what you know is in your best interest. Welcome back to the Mindset Mentor Podcast with Anusong. I am your host. If you think this video has brought you some value, kindly subscribe to this channel if I'm not asking for too much, and turn on the post notification, give this video a thumbs up, and do not forget to share, please. Thank you so much.